Hey you guys, so today I wanted to show you a little short video on how I made me a 40 by 30 canvas. I love this canvas because it's a 2-inch thick canvas, and you know, it's like those canvas are very expensive. I went to Michael's, and I know to get like a 30 by 40, they're like $70. Well, this is a cheaper alternative to going out there and buying those canvas. Just to let you know what you're seeing right there on the table, I went to Lowe's and I bought me a couple of those 2x2 by 8s, and also I went to Joann's fabric and I bought me some it's like the canvas fabric, but it's already has gesso on it, so you don't have to do gesso on this duck canvas. It's gonna already be ready to work on once I finish it. So just some of the products that I had to have, which is the wood that I bought from Lowe's. Then I had to have a drill. I had to have some drill bits. I had to have some wood screws. I had to have a stapler gun to staple the fabric onto the wood. I also bought a plane just so I can plane out the front of the wood so it wouldn't be so sharp when I put my fabric on there. I had wood glue, and I think that's just about it. I really had fun making this. I know I'm going to actually do it more often. I just wanted to do, this was my first time actually ever really trying to do it and complete it, and I think that it really came out good. One of my pet peeves, though, that I noticed that I didn't really like, the gesso that's on the actual fabric, if you scratch it up, it will put like black marks on there, and then you'll end up having to put some extra gesso on there anyway. So it might be better to just buy the duck fabric and then like gesso it after the fact. I'm trying to see what else I need to let you guys know, but while you're watching the video, what I'm going to do, I'll be quiet and then I'll come in just to let you know what you're looking at, but I'll be quiet for now so you can watch the video. All right, so what you're looking at is me. I'm about to cut a 45-degree angle from the edge of the wood. And you have to cut the first 45 degree. You don't have to measure for this one. This is the first cut. So you just cut it. And after you get through cutting the first angle, you can measure from that angle to cut to the next. So here you see me using a miter saw to cut the wood. In order to cut the other 45-degree angle, you have to turn the wood so the angle is facing you. And on this video, I had my camera set up too high, so therefore you couldn't actually see me measure the angle. But you have to make sure that the tape measure is on the highest tip of the angle, and you measure from there to the edge. And also taking into account of how thick your saw is, and add those little inches as well, which is not going to be an inch. It might be like 1/4 of a centimeter thick, but if you want to be precise, then you can take that into account as well. Okay, and what you're looking at now is me basically turning the wood, because I have to remember every now and then which side I'm on or which side I need to cut the wood on. And then I changed my camera around because I wanted you guys to be able to see you know, an up close picture more of the camera on me cutting the angle. All right, so that was my second cut right there. The other angle was on the other end, so you can't see it. I had flipped the whole piece of wood around, but that right there is a whole piece. That was my 40-inch piece that I cut for one side of my canvas. Okay, so here, this is another piece of wood that I placed. I think this might have been my third cut that I was cutting. I wanted to get up close picture as well. You can see the line that I've already measured. I think this might have been one of my 30-inch pieces that I was cutting. And I just wanted you guys, you know, to see how close, which way the measurement was going. here I'm just making sure that I don't cut it too short. One thing about my miter saw, it doesn't have one of those red lights on it, so it makes it kind of difficult to make sure that I'm, you know, on the line. But all in all, I think it came out really well. Okay, so now that I got through cutting all of my angles, I wanted to put my wood down on the ground so you can actually see how they link up to each other. And they were straight, and it looked like once I put it together, it was going to come out okay. I'm actually satisfied with how they came out. So the next thing I needed to do was actually add holes to my 45-degree angle. I found some of my drills, and I'm going to actually drill a hole straight through the middle of that 45-degree angle. And I'm just moving it around because I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to hold it in order to do it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put a hole straight through the middle of the 45-degree angle. And I actually done this to all of my pieces. And another thing that I did right after that, I didn't show you, but I actually added wood glue to the pieces. I wanted to make sure that, you know, that it doesn't like come loose with the screws and everything like that. But I think it's good to actually add wood glue to all of the ends. Okay, so next, I just want to show you what type of screws I use. I bought these from Lowe's. And now that I've actually drilled my holes into the 45-degree angles, I'm getting ready to actually put my screws in. And it made it easier for me to actually just keep it on the ground. So I'll know that it was actually, like, you know, flat on one end, and it was kind of difficult. I had to actually hold it together. Okay, so now that I've actually screwed all my ends together, I put the glue on there, and I beveled the edges. I wanted to make sure that my fabric wasn't going to be on rough edges. And this here, I'm just showing you, this is the Joann fabric that I bought. And I told you that it already have gesso on it. So therefore, once I stretch it over the wood, I don't have to gesso it. It's already gesso. And then one of my pet peeves with that was that it was really easy to scratch up. It can get like a lot of scarps on it and stuff. Like, I probably should have laid down a sheet first before I actually got ready to stretch it. So now I'm getting ready to stretch and place the staples on the back. That's what I'm doing now. Oh, and last thing, I didn't buy those fancy canvas stretch pliers. I just got a pair of pliers from out of my husband's case, his tool case, and that's what I'm gonna use to stretch the canvas. I mean, it worked pretty good. You just got to make sure that you don't put a hole inside of it. All right, I'm gonna be quiet now. And just to let you guys know, I just bought one of those little electric staplers. To me, they work better than the manual because the manual is really hard to push sometimes. So I really like the electric one that I bought from Lowe's. All right, so I'm done, and it came out really well. I just wanted to show you like a little video of it. And then I'm going to turn it around so you guys can see the back. That's how it looked back there when I trimmed all of the edges. And it just, you can see some of the staples in there. And I wish I would have got the way I actually done my edges, but I didn't. I'll do that on the next video. But all right, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm getting ready to use this canvas right now. Bye. Thank you guys for watching.